All right, so Anthony Joshua stops Otto Wallin after 5 rounds. Otto Wallin's corner pulled him out after 5 rounds. Look, let's talk about this fight, right? This fight on paper certainly came across as competitive. And given the fact that Otto Wallin, the one time he did step up to world level was against Fury 4 years ago. He gave a good account of himself in that fight. Wasn't really buzzed by Tyson Fury in the fight. Cut him up a bit. And was looking for a big fight off the back of that. Never really got one. Had a bit of bad luck. Dylan White pulled out of their fight in 2021 with an injury. Wasn't able to get any big fights. Fought Kasiev. Probably is the away fighter in September. So coming into this fight, he had a bit of form. Back-to-back camps, so there was no question would he be in shape. And you kind of thought, okay, with the way Joshua's been looking a bit lately, this could be a competitive fight. It wasn't. It did have that feel going into it that Joshua could steamroll this guy. And that's basically what he did. Yeah, he didn't drop Otto Wallin, but he did everything but. I mean, you could see from the first round, yeah, Wallin had a bit of confidence to him, but he couldn't. Listen, Otto Wallin is no Alexander Usyk. He is a pound shop, if even Alexander Usyk. Otto Wallin couldn't get by Joshua's jab. He was getting hit with right hands. Every time he went to throw a shot, there was literally nothing on them. I mean, I'd say they probably tickled Joshua more than they actually hurt him. And he just really couldn't do anything in there. All it was just Joshua, I don't want to say teeing off on him, because he wasn't really teeing off on him, but Joshua had nothing to worry about. He had nothing to think about. Robert Helenius was way more aggressive than Otto Wallin ever was. Yeah, Joshua didn't really throw as much in that fight, but he had nothing to worry about what was coming back from Wallin. It was a really poor performance, in my opinion, from what I seen from Otto Wallin. It was good shot selection from Anthony Joshua. I liked the way he was switching the jab up to head and body. I liked the way he was shooting the right hand down to the body as well of Otto Wallin. He was keeping a good judge of distance. When he got close, he let the short shots go. There was a lot in this fight with Joshua that I looked at that I thought, I like that. I like what he's doing in there. In the first couple of rounds, he was able to bust up Otto Wallin's face. He reddened the side of his face. There was a bit of damage around the nose. But in the fifth round, he really stepped on the gas. He hit Otto Wallin with kind of like a right hook. Otto Wallin backtracked into the ropes. Anthony Joshua opened up a little combination on him. Now, Wallin never went down, but he was in trouble. He was hurt. Goes back to the corner after the fifth round. And that's it. The corner stopped it. Or Otto Wallin said, I don't want any more. I don't know. I had the commentary muted. So I don't know the conversation, but Anthony Joshua wins. He moves on. Now is the question, what happens next? Deontay Wilder, I will do a post-fight review as soon as I upload this for his fight with Joe Parker. He's taken an L. Some would say expectedly, some would say unexpectedly, but that basically means that their fight is gone. You would say it's down to Swanee. Deontay Wilder's even talking about retiring. So we don't really know what's necessarily going to happen with that. In terms of Joshua, well, he'll usurp Otto Wallin in the rankings for the IBF, so he'll be number 2, which therefore means if and when the winner of Fury Usyk ends up either vacating or being stripped by the IBF, which is more than likely what will happen if a rematch between the two of them has to happen, it will put Joshua in prime position to be able to challenge Filip Hrgovic for the vacant title. They're both Matchroom fighters. At least I think Hrgovic is co-promoted by Matchroom. And it's a world title fight, so it's an option that Joshua has. They could do it in the UK. Would they do it in Saudi? Maybe, but probably would do it in the UK. It would give him a version of the heavyweight title, which apparently he so desperately craves. So he has options, even though Deontay Wilder has taken an L. And beaten Otto Wallin in the manner he did will give him plenty of confidence. Obviously, Filip Hrgovic, his confidence, how high can it really be considering the fact that he fought Mark Demari? That was just pathetic. So that's a good fight in of itself. So 2024 could be an interesting year. He looked good in there, did Anthony Joshua. Is that down to him being with Ben Davison now? Is it down to him finding a bit more confidence? Is it down to Otto Wallin just not being that good? It could be a variety of them. Ben Davison is a good trainer. I think Joshua, the week of this fight, he's looked a little bit more menacing, which is a good thing for him. And I think Otto Wallin is just not that good. Yeah, living off the Fury fight, yeah, I thought he might do a bit better than this. But when I seen him in there, I was just like, what the hell is this? So, yeah, I think it's a combination of things. But it's good to see Joshua at least letting his hands go a bit more now in a fight. That's a good sign. So let's see what 2024 has in store for him. In terms of the card, I enjoyed it. I did. A lot of interesting fights on it, some upsets. Was a good card. That's my thoughts on everything. Let me know yours in the comment section below. And yeah, if you haven't already, please hit the like button, hit subscribe, all that good stuff. We'll try and get to 15k hopefully in the next day or so. In terms of everything else, I will leave you with that, people. Peace.